Move over, Rolex Explorer, because this is my new favourite Swiss sports watch that's a fifth of the price. Let's get into it! Yes, and welcome to the Mad Watch Collector Show. Today, I want to talk about a brand I should have talked about years ago. And that is a company from Switzerland called Formex. Yeah. Now this is a Swiss watch brand that never like to rest on their laurels. They've been going since 1999, and although I've admired them from afar, it wasn't until about 3 years ago did I really want to check them out. Their signature watch at the time, the Essence, was coming in at a hefty 43mm in diameter. But they did two really good things. They made the Essence in a 39mm case, and they changed the logo. This is a brand with patents, innovations. They don't follow trends. They draw up new trends and just run with it. I think this could possibly be one of my favourite sports watches that doesn't have a twisty bezel. Now, Formex very kindly sent me a watch to review, and I don't need to give it back. Disclaimer done. I'm also very lucky enough to be given a limited edition, and it is the 39mm with a malachite dial. For those of you that don't know, malachite is a precious stone. It is believed to have healing properties. Also, it's known as the guardian of the heart and protects you from negative energies. Maybe I shouldn't show this one to the wife. Are you Formex ready? Let's go! So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Essence 39 with a limited edition malachite dial, limited to only 100 pieces, and it will go on sale on the 30th of November.
I'd jot that date down.
Because this watch looks awesome! You know I'm not one for colourful dials, but this thing looks incredible. Now, another thing I'm not usually in love with is a modern, industrial-looking case and bracelet. But for some reason, Formex has absolutely nailed this to my eyes. I love the angular, compact lugs. I'm also a big lover of thick bezels, and I love the brushed face of the bezel and then the polished slope. And with that light green chapter ring, this thing is shimmering a good one. First impressions, this is awesome. Quick spec check. Okay, 39mm case, just over 10mm thick, thanks to a flat sapphire glass on top and almost a flat case back with a sapphire exhibition. Lug to lug is only 45.5mm, and we've got a very strapaholic 20mm lug width. These are dimensions that I would almost call perfect.
For me, anyway.
We have a crown at 3 o'clock. It is not screwed down. We have a screwed in case back, and that gives this watch 100 meters of water resistance. Now, the amazing thing is this case is suspended, floating, if you will, inside the outer case and lugs. Supposedly, this is to help with vibrations on the movement, but also for a bit of give when the watch is on your wrist. But we've got to take a further look at that case back. And oh, for yes, Tony, I want you to make the bloody case that is suspended inside the lugs. Yes. Patent? What do you mean, patent? When has that ever bothered us before? And welcome to another edition of the Design House, where today we take a look at a rather mundane watch. Let's have a look. Oh! Display case back in all its beauty. It's all right, isn't it? This is definitely not normal. Not a screw-in case back, but individual screws. It's rather special. I mean, it's okay, isn't it? The inner mechanics have blued screws. It's dribbling. There you go. An okay case back. Showing an okay movement. Salita. Kosk. Blued screws. I'll see you next time for another edition of the Design House. Oh, cut. Patent my arse.
Could you just click that like button, please? It really helps the channel. Thank you.
The bracelet is masterful. Solid flat links that shimmer in the light, enhanced by those polished facets. This is certainly one of the best bracelets I've reviewed this year. It's a butterfly deployant clasp. Notice there are no micro adjusts. Oh, but wait! We have a patented Formex design that gives you a hidden extra 1.5 mils in case your wrist expands. These links are screwed in as well, big screws and all, and I had absolutely no trouble taking the links out and resizing. Also, if you are lucky enough to get the rubber strap, it comes with a phenomenal micro adjust carbon fiber clasp, and if you're gonna buy one of these watches, you need to get the whole kit. Okay, let's look at the face.
Dial time.
And honestly, I'm pretty mesmerized by this dial. But this watch has a great way of making you fall into the middle of it, from the brushed flat surface of the bezel, down the green rehaut, and into what feels like a liquidy lake of green layers. The silver applied markers look proportionate to the handset. Maybe would have wanted a little bit more lume on the hands, maybe beef them up a little bit more, but that's just nitpicking. Great applied Formex logo below the 12 marker. For someone that doesn't really like date windows, this one's pretty good because it's almost been made as a feature. We've got 2 big silver chamfers going down to this blackness of the date wheel. What a dial! So we've got lume on the hands, lume on the indices. Out of 10, how much does this puppy glow? I like BGW9. It's a lovely blue hue, isn't it? It was never going to be tremendously glowy, was it? Because there's not a lot of lume on there, but there is more than enough, and it stays glowy for long enough to do as good a job as any. Powering this innovative beauty is a Sellita SW200-1. Not only has it been decorated by Formex in the form of those blued screws and the signature rotor, this is also a COSC movement, which means a third party has tested the movement up, down and always to give you accuracy of +4 to -6 seconds a day. The operating of a Sellita is lovely. I do love the wind of a Sellita, I must admit. Pull it out to the first position, change the date, pull it all out, we've got hacking as the seconds hand stops, and we can change the lovely time.
Hello.
On my 6.5-inch wrist, and yeah, this watch is going nowhere. The proportions are perfect for me. It's so comfortable. One of the most comfortable braceleted watches of the year, no doubt for me. It's so interesting to look at, even in inside light. When you go outside, it's a different story. Now, I like my watches close to my hand, and check this out. Tell me you can see that. I'm getting some movement in that inner case. Definitely works. Just gives me a bit more give. I love this watch. So there you go, the Formex Essence. Honestly and truthfully,
Cross my heart and hope to die.
this one for the last 2 weeks has been sitting in the watch box next to my Rolex Explorer. And guess which one I've been taking out more often? Yes, the Formex. In fact, if the owners of Rolex said to their designers, be yourselves, show off Switzerland. Because usually they're quite constrained. If they've changed a colour on a bezel, it's like massive news. But if the Rolex designers had a free reign to draw and design what they wanted, it would be very close to the Formex Essence. This is the modern day Swiss watch for the people. Yeah, you! Now, a regular Essence will cost you around £1,435. Remember, this is no micro brand. This is an independent brand based in Switzerland. So that means the watchmakers and engineers, they're all drinking the Swiss hot chocolate. I can't fault the looks, the engineering, and the quality of this watch to anything in the high street, and I would put Omega right up there. This Malachite edition is going to cost you £200 more at £1,600. You could buy a good Oris for that price. But if I had £1,400 to £1,600 to spend on a watch, this would be a huge contender. The only negatives for me, and they're nitpicking, the handset could be a bit chunkier, as well as the indices, maybe, but that's it. So here it is, my wife's first impressions of the beautiful Formex Essence Malachite Limited Edition. I quite like it. Green is my favourite colour, and this is very interesting. The case is a bit blingy, but I like it far better when it's on your wrist. This one's alright. Yes, Switzerland, we have liftoff. I love it, the wife loves it. Do you? If you love the Mad Watch Collector Show, why don't you join? Certain perks you can get, yeah? Why not get yourself a Mad Watch Collector mug? Get down there in the description below. But if I've got you for a few more minutes, why don't you check this one out? This is primo. This is brilliant. Go on, click it, it's great. Go on, click it.